a first edition presentation copy of Black Beauty by Annie Sewell. I'm Adam Douglas from Peter Harrington, and I'd like to show you this remarkable copy of a famous book. Black Beauty was written by Annie Sewell, who was bedridden. She'd had an accident and was writing the book during the final stages of what proved to be a fatal illness. And as a result, presentation copies of any sort of this book with the inscription written in her hand, and this is written in her hand, are rare. And her inscription reads, "For Dearest Cousin Emma, with the author's fond love, Christmas 1877. And the book is not dated actually in the first edition, but it was intended for publication at Christmas 1877. All the early presentation copies are dated. There's no earlier date than Christmas 1877. And for who Dearest Cousin Emma is, we turn to the letters that come with this copy, which is again, it's already unusual that she should sign in her own hand. Her mother had to inscribe most of the presentation copies, but here we see the letter, the first letter going out. Actually, the book was sent separately from the letter, but the letter says, "Dearest Cousin Emma, I sent you a book on the 22nd, which I hope arrived safely." So she's sort of jogging her memory and asking her about the book. She's also giving various other pieces of family news. And the second letter, which is dated 4th of January, so it's obviously into the new year, 1878. And Dearest Cousin Emma, it's impossible for me to tell you all the pleasure that your letter gave me. But as you were an author before any of us, you may perhaps imagine it. I am delighted that you like my book. So Cousin Emma has given her a favourable review, and she did not live long enough to see all the reviews of the book, so it's very poignant. Equally poignant is the little slip of black-edged mourning paper that's also been sent to Emma. And it says, "Dear Anna particularly requested her affectionate love to be sent to you." And that's dated April the 25th, 1878. And that is the day that Annie Sewell died. And this is her cousin sending out these little mourning notes to people who Annie Sewell wanted to remember on her deathbed. So a very touching association here. Cousin Emma was, as the letter implies, an author. There's one envelope with the letters which shows her address there in Brighton, Mrs. Curtis. And she'd written a couple of books earlier, one of which is set among the Quakers, and the Sewells were a Quaker family. So it's a nice association. Now, as you would expect with a presentation copy, it's in the presentation binding. There's actually two states of the presentation binding. There's a rather fancier one with more gold, basically, but this one is fancy enough. It's got these lovely interlaced black and gold patterns on the designs on the front cover, and Black Beauty himself. And in this version, he's facing away to the right as we look at him. The regular editions of the book, it's got a plainer design, and the horse's head is facing the other way. So that's one of the most easy ways to distinguish it. And we just take a quick look at the title page there. It's rather charming. For those who haven't seen the original one, it's Black Beauty, His Grooms and Companions, the autobiography of a horse, translated from the original Equine, which is a rather good joke. And a very nice copy of the book. No particular condition flaws to note. There's a tiny bit of wear, a little bit rubbing really. Wear is too harsh along the joints there. You can just see actually the film makes it look a little worse than it really is, that the joints are just a little rubbed. But otherwise it's a excellent copy of the book and a really touching association copy, presentation copy, inscribed in the author's hand with the associated correspondence. For more details on this book and many others, please see our website.